be presenting my number guessing game project, so-called the ultimate number guessing game, which I built using block-based programming. The purpose of this project is to create a simple interactive game where the user tries to guess a randomly generated number within a limited number of attempts. The main goal of this project is to understand programming logic, such as loops, conditions, variables, and user interaction in a visual way. Instead of writing traditional code, I focus more on block-based logic, which helped me focus more on how the program flows rather than on syntax errors. The project demonstrates core programming concepts in a simple game format. Now, I will explain how the program works step by step. When the program starts, it shows a welcome message to the user. This is displayed for 3 seconds. After that, the user is asked to select a difficulty level. The available options are easy, medium, and hard. The program checks if the input is valid. If the user enters something incorrect, the program keeps asking until a valid option is selected. This is done using a loop combined with a condition block. Once a valid difficulty is selected, the program generates a random number based on that difficulty. So for easy, the range is between 1 and 10. For medium, the range is 1 and 50, and for hard, the range is between 1 and 100. This means the difficulty changes how hard the game is. After that, the guessing part begins. The user is given 3 attempts to guess the correct number. Each time the user enters a guess, the program compares it with the hidden number using condition blocks. Like here. If the guess is too low, the program displays a too low message. And if the guess is too high, it of course displays a too high message. And if the guess is correct, the game ends immediately and the user wins. The program also keeps track of how many attempts the user has used. Here, on all 3 conditionals. Now, I will demonstrate the project. I will run the program. The program starts by showing a welcome message for 3 seconds. Then it asks me to choose a difficulty level. I will choose medium. This is case sensitive. After selecting a difficulty, the program generates a random number that I cannot see. Now, I will start guessing. I enter my first number, like 23. The program tells me whether it is too high or too low, which in our case is too high. This feedback helps me adjust my next guess. I will try again. 38. Again, the program gives feedback based on my input. Now, I will make my final attempt. If I guess correctly, the program will display a success message and display how many attempts I use. If I fail all attempts, the program will reveal the correct number. This shows the full working cycle of the game. Let's choose, what's a good number? 45? It was too high. The computer won this time. And here it shows the computer's number, which was a surprisingly 2. It's quite low. Now, I will explain the structure of this project. The project I use is built using block-based Logic. I use different types of blocks, such as input blocks for user guesses, condition blocks for comparisons, loop loop blocks for repeating attempts, variable blocks to store numbers and attempt counts, and a random number blocks to generate their secret numbers. I specifically used this one. The random block is responsible for generating the hidden number based on difficulty. The loop block controls how many attempts the user gets. The condition blocks compare the user's guess with the generated number. If the guess matches, the program ends the loop immediately. If not, it continues until all attempts run out. This structure makes the program easy to follow visually because each part of the logic is separated into clear blocks instead of written syntax. Through this project, I learned how programming logic works in a visual format. I understood how loops control repetition, how conditions control decisions, and how variable stores and updates data. Now, one challenge I did face was making sure the input validation worked correctly, so the program only accepts valid difficulty options. I solved this by using a loop combined with condition checks. Another challenge was designing the flow so the game felt smooth and easy to follow. In the future, I would like to improve this project by adding features such as multiple rounds, a scoring system, or more advanced game mechanics. Overall, this project helped me understand the basics of programming logic in a structured and visual way. Thank you all for listening.